Hello friends, welcome once again, and today we will see about chain of thoughts in the journey of prompt engineering, right? So previously we have seen zero shot, one shot and few shot. Now in the advanced topic, not advanced, little bit complex than the basic one, is the chain of thoughts, right? So first let's recap our e-commerce basic journey. So a customer is there, right, and he has ordered few gaming laptops and few of the accessories, and after some time he has received it, and once he has received it, he has written a mail to us, or you can say a message to us, that laptop and keyboard is working fine, but he is having some difficulty with the mouse, right? So we have all the scenario has been covered in zero shot, one shot and few shot. In the next day, today is day 7 for the customer journey, and today is the context that we need to calculate the refund, right, for the defective mic for order number this. So original order was this after discount plus $8.5 was shipping charge. So how we will do the calculation for the chain of thoughts, right, prompting. But before that, let's understand what is chain of thought, right? So chain of thought is a method when you divide your complex problem into steps, right? So instead of one go, you will say that I'll break it down into different steps. So let me give you an analogy, right? Suppose you want to go from Delhi to Bangalore, right? So you will how you will go, right? So first you will prepare, you will choose the date, you will book a flight or a train or a bus ticket. Then you will take a taxi for the airport or whatever the medium where you are going, right? Then in the airport you will do checking, and then you will take a flight, then you will deboard it at the Bangalore, then again take a taxi, and then you will go to home, right? So for one journey, you have divide your problem into different steps. Same way, for complex tasks, what we ask model, right? Go step by step, think for each step, and then generate the response, right? So which will make your output more cleaner and less error prone, right? So here we have a risk involved of the cost, right? If we calculate less, what will happen? The customer will be dissatisfied. If we calculate more, the business will go wrong, right? So how we will do this using the chain of thoughts? Let's see how we will write the prompt we have written, right? So as a disclaimer, right, I have written this code so that we can save some time, right? Instead of just typing, we'll understand the concept so that you can understand better. So Aditya Patel is a customer, right, who is having order number this. He has ordered the gaming laptop of this much, $1,299, wireless mouse, mechanical keyboard. So subtotal is 1488, and then additional 10% discount coupon is applied. Subtotal is this, shipping is this, total price is this, right? Now both mic are defective, we need to replace and return. Shipping costs are non-refundable as per the policy, right? Now what we need to do, calculate the refund amount. If we refund just the mouse, think through it step by step, right? So again, we are just giving the prompt, and we need less randomness because we need accuracy on the cost side, right? Let's run this, right? So we have different examples. I'll show you one by one. So let me comment by the time this one. So this example shows the basic chain of thoughts, right? So we can combine chain of thoughts with other examples as well, means prompts as well, like chain of thought with zero shot prompting, chain of thought with one shot prompting, chain of thought with few shot prompting, right? So let me run this. Now it has generated the response, right? So let's see what response it has generated. So in the first step, identify the item being refunded, right? Wireless mouse, right? 49.99 each. So two mouse is approximately $100. Determine how the 10% coupon affected the mouse refund, right? So we have calculated the discount, then complete the refundable amount. We have subtracted it, then ship refund check, right? Shipping is this, shipping is non-refundable, right? So zero shipping is refunded, final refund amount is this, right? So you can see how it has calculated step by step. It has broken the complex problem into step and by step, and then you can see that it has calculated, right? So what is the advantage, right? It improves the accuracy. It is used for the debugging purpose. It builds up the trust, right? So let's see other examples as well, right? How if we combine chain of thought with few shot, then how it will work, right? So let me comment this, and before running it, let me show you what it is written in this function in the few shot. And before that, let me clear it, right? So the story is same, right? Analyze the situation to determine the best resolution approach. Aditya is a new customer. Order placed 7 days ago. Product defect issue, right? So now we are trying to analyze the sentiments about the customer retention, right? Because if you retain the customer, you can grow your business, right? Now prompt is analyze customer scenarios to provide step-by-step reasoning for the best solution. So what is the best solution? Right? Scenario: customer bought a laptop 35 days ago. And we are just giving example. Our return policy is 30 days. The laptop has manufacturing defect. Customer is angry and threatened to leave a negative review. Right? So these are the real type of scenarios where you face day to day on the e-commerce application. Right? Reasoning. Right? Check the return policy. Identify the issue type. Consider warranty. Calculate business impact. Right? Negative review is more than the cost, right? So decision factors, right? Resolution, accept return, manufacturing defect is our responsibility, right? Small policies, policy exception, right? Prevents negative PR, fall under warranty coverage, or all those. Action, right? So what kind of action we are taking? So we are giving some example, right, to our prompt, right? So we'll combine this prompt, then action: approve return, apology for defect, offer expected refund, 10% failure feature, all those things, right? So now what is the scenario, right? Scenario is Aditya Patel has ordered a gaming laptop 7 days ago. This is this. And both mic have been defective. He is polite but disappointed. This is his first order with us. Laptop and keyboard works perfectly, right? So how you get this thing, right? So you will get this as an input from previous scenarios you have identified, right? If you have watched the previous videos, you will see how we have identified these things. Now I have hard-coded it here, but you will get this as an input and you will combine this with the prompt and then it will work, right? So make sure that. Now again, we are using the same SDK, right? Let me run this now. Now you can see that how it is handling it, right? Scenarios: confirm order details, check policy, identify issue, right? And then access customer sentiment and relation. Customer is polite but is disappointed. First order: high importance to establish trust and prevent early churn, right? So this is how you are seeing that you are analyzing step by step, right? This is the magic of chain of thoughts, right? Decide best remedy. So what are the options it has provided? Replace both mic, fastest path to a working setup, refund both mouse. Then partial credit is usually weaker here because the item are non-functional, right? So what is the best one, right? Immediately replacement for both mouse, right? With expedite shipment plus simple return method for the defective unit. So it's how you see how it is recommending you, right? Operational consideration. Now this is very important for any of the business, right? Send replacement right away. Advance replacement if your fraud control allow it, especially since value is low, right? All these methods it's giving, right? If advance replacement isn't allowed, ship replacement as soon as the courier scans show all these captured defect details and all those. So what is the resolution, final resolution, right? Replace both defective mouse at no cost. Defect occurred within 7 days, right? And it's clearly a product quality issue. Low cost, fast resolution prevents dissatisfaction, right? Now, action, apology, right? Offer choice. You can offer to the customer if he chose replacement, ship to the next day, right? Provide a simple return process, ask for quick defect notes, right? Operational goodwill and all those. So see how it is helping you, right? So let us see the next example. If we combine with zero shot, or okay, one thing is here, right? How we can troubleshoot it, right? So let's see this example as well. The context is same. Troubleshoot what might be causing the click issue with the mouse, right? So sometime what happens, there is a technical support team at the e-commerce side, and they will connect with you, the technical support team, and they will guide you if you have done some misconfiguration also. So you want to check that aspect as well, right? So what is the prompt? Customer this reports both mouse have a click issue, button does not click regularly, right? Tried fresh batteries and different USB ports, the mouse connect fine, cursor moves smoothly, but the click fail about 50% of the time, right? So now if you want to troubleshoot, you will troubleshoot one by one. What could cause the clicking issue, right? What has the customer already tried? What's the most likely causes, right? This is the user error or the product defect. Provide a step-by-step analysis, right? So you have written a different prompt for the troubleshooting. Now let's run that as well. Now see, it has generated the output. What could cause the clicking issue on both units? First, it is checking this, right? Because both mouse shows the same symptom, blah 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 thing. You can read this, right? Receive connection, software, OS level, surface, and all these things, right? So then what's next? What is the customer already tried? They have already tried, covered the most common basics, right? So fresh batteries, different USB ports, connection is fine, and all those things. What's the most likely cause, right? Two separate mouse shows the same click rate, movement is smooth and consistent, batteries and ports were changed. Most likely causes are, right, OS and software, manufacturing defects, right? Is this user error or a product defect? At this point, it's undetermined, but learning towards not a user error, based on this, either system software or the environment issue, right? A quick cross test, another computer will classify it clearly, right? Troubleshooting steps, step 1, then outcome, then step 2, right? You can read all this thing. I am sure that it has generated the correct responses based on this. Then step 4, right? Then step 5, hardware connection test, likely resolution path, right? If the issue persist on the another computer and or follows the mouse, right, not the receiver, the strongly indicate the product defects affecting both units, right? In this case, replacement is recommended and blah blah things, right? So so you can see that, right, how it is generating the response and tailoring it based on your need, right? So let's see the last one as well. Zero shot COT. COT is the chain of thought. So let's see what's written in this. Calculate potential refund for Aditya using zero shot COT approach, right? So what is the prompt? Again, this is the prompt, right? You can read it, right? So how much should be refunded, right? So basically you want to check the refund status, the refund amount, right? How much it needs to be refunded, right? So let me run this quickly, right? Again, you can see that it has done step-by-step original price, apply discount, shipping, and then refunded amount, right? So I hope you have understood this chain of thoughts. So let me tell you where you will use, what are the benefits. It improves the accuracy by 20 to 30% if you combine with other prompting techniques, right? It is used for the debugging purpose, right? It is a trustworthy, since you are giving examples and asking to do step-by-steps and all, right? So, but what happens, what are the negative or the downsides, right? So it has literally a longer prompts, right? So you need to, once the prompts are longer, it will take lots of input token, right? Which will incur the LLM cost, right? So, but we can see that there are more benefits rather than the cost and all, and the use case is very specific, right? So you will use it very wisely. So now I hope you have understand the chain of thought prompting. If you do so, please hit the like button and stay tuned for upcoming prompting techniques. So stay subscribed. Have a great day. Bye-bye.